Are you thinking about moving to the Philippines soon and want to prepare about the cost of groceries in the country? In this video, I'll tour you inside SM Hypermarket, one of the most shopped-in grocery stores in the Philippines. What's up, savvy expats? This is Isabella once again giving you a local's perspective on living in the Philippines. It's overwhelming to plan about traveling in the country, especially if you're not familiar with the living conditions there. It's more overwhelming if you're planning to live there long term and not know what to prepare for. Where is the best place to live in? Where can I get my daily supplies? How much budget do I actually need? If you're planning to stay in the Philippines in the long run, then there's a high chance that you've thought about these problems before. This video walks you through exactly what you need to know about the price list of one of the most popular grocery stores in Metro Manila so you can plan your stay here in the Philippines according to your own budget. So, let's get started. First off, most grocery stores in the country showcase their fruits and vegetables in the front section for marketing purposes. Most selections are fruits available for the season, but of course you can regularly get your doses of fruits here in the grocery store. Fruits such as bananas, lemons, oranges, apples, grapes, melons, mangoes, and many more are regularly available in the market. For fruits that aren't that common or are seasonal, the hypermarket also offers them, including jackfruit, durian, avocados, guavas, and lanzones. The vegetables are near the fruit section and are also stored fresh. As you can see in the video, most of them are sealed to ensure freshness of the produce. A semi-large potato weighing 410 grams costs 40.59 pesos or $0.73, while one bag of tomato weighing 370 grams costs 35.52 pesos or $0.64. For 380 grams, white onions cost 38 pesos or $0.69. The meat and seafood stalls are just beside the fruits and vegetables. There's a wide selection of chicken, pork, beef, and fish you can choose from with the help of the attendants. A lot of the meat here is already cut in different parts depending on how you want them cooked. For chicken, you have different cuts like breast, thigh, wings, legs. They also have other parts sold such as the neck and feet and other cuts such as chicken lollipop and thigh fillet if you don't find breast fillet that appealing. For a thigh and leg combo, it's priced as 201 pesos per kilogram, which is a decent price considering it's enough for one person's full and heavy meal. There are also numerous selections of pork and beef in the market, whether you want them fresh or seasoned. For those who are new to the country, you may be confused about the names of how the meat is cut. There are cuts such as menudo cut, sinigang cut, adobo cut, and liempo. These cuts are made specifically for Filipino dishes which are of the same name. There are others that you may be more familiar with like pork cubes, United States pork steak, pork chop, bacon, and pork cutlet. These cuts prices vary, but a pork steak costs around 300 pesos per kilogram or $5.42, while a pork chop costs 283 pesos per kilogram or $5.11. For beef, we also have cuts for Filipino dishes, but we also have more familiar ones like sirloin, cubes, brisket, short ribs, and breakfast steak. For reference, your beef brisket and short ribs costs roughly the same for 363 pesos per kilogram or $6.56, while a breakfast steak costs 397 pesos per kilogram or $7.17. How do these meat prices fare compared to the United States and other countries? Are Philippine groceries more expensive or cheaper? We'd love to know your answers. Also, if you want to know more about the grocery prices, let us know in the comment section too. For canned goods, the selection is a mix of local and imported products. Corned beef, luncheon meat, chicken, ham, and tuna are the majority of the selection in this section, along with different varieties of spam. If you'd like a price comparison, this spam here costs 197 pesos or $3.54. Corned beef are priced differently, but to give you context, the Limondo's Ranch style corned beef costs 159.55 pesos or $2.87 for 380 grams. There are also canned tomatoes and beans in the section, like Tesco's baked beans in tomato sauce for 68 pesos or $1.22, or Hunt's pork and beans if you prefer local. If you prefer eating noodles or pasta, there's a lot to choose from as well. There are numerous selections of instant noodles like Lucky Me Pancit Canton, Nissin Cup seafood noodles, or Japanese-style Yaki Udon noodles. There are also imported noodles like Korean noodles priced around 50 pesos to 90 pesos and Indonesian mee goreng around 16 pesos per pack. For cooking oil, you can choose from vegetable, coconut, palm, sesame, olive, or canola oil. You can buy in varying quantities like 400 ml, 1 liter, or even a gallon. There are also sauces and condiments that are common in grocery stores, like pasta sauces, whether you want cream-based or tomato-based. If you have no time to cook a pasta dish from scratch, then you don't have to worry because Hypermarket has a rich selection of instant sauces you can pick and try. For instance, they have Italian-style, creamy and cheesy, Filipino-style spaghetti, pesto, carbonara, and many more. SM Hypermarket is complete with basic condiments such as ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. A 38-ounce Heinz ketchup costs 239 pesos or $4.30, while a local Del Monte ketchup costs 64.5 pesos or $1.16 for 567 grams. You won't have to worry about getting your daily calcium intake in the country because milk is abundant whether you want cow's milk, almond, or soy. Pair it with your favorite breakfast cereals and you're good to go. Or if you're more into just drinking coffee or tea, you can head to that section and choose your poison. There's different flavors of tea with different brands such as Twinings, Lipton, or Tesco. For coffee lovers, you can go for instant coffee, ground coffee, or even 3-in-1 coffee. Under the baking ingredients, we've included instant mixes such as hot cake and pancake mixes, which are priced at 62 pesos or $1.11. For baking aficionados, there are muffin mixes, brownies, chocolate chip cookies, and cake mixes that you can buy. Additionally, there are jams that are both local and imported. I remember when buying imported chips used to be so expensive and uncommon in local grocery stores. Nowadays, though, you can buy them at SM Hypermarket. While they're still not as cheap as the local ones, they're much easier to find and there are now more choices than before. You'll see familiar names of chips like Lay's, Ruffles, Cheetos, and Doritos, which are priced around 155 pesos or $2.79 per bag. If you're someone who likes to pair this with a beer or a liquor, then you can choose from the store's wide selection of both local and imported drinks. Budweiser is 85 pesos or $1.53, while Corona is 100 pesos or $1.80 per bottle. The store also has selections of wine, but it's in a different section of Hypermarket compared to this one. Lastly is the toiletries section. Most of the toiletries are local and of high quality. Just make sure to pick the ones with decent prices. Toilet paper or tissue paper can be bought per roll or by bulk. A 12-roll pack costs 144 pesos or $2.59 but can vary depending on your preferred brand. As for shampoos and soaps, familiar brands such as Dove, Palmolive, Tresemme, Clear, Sunsilk, and Johnson's are present, so you don't have to worry if you forgot to bring yours while traveling. While there are many other products that are not shown and mentioned here in the video, a lot of the things you will need for your daily routine are available in SM Hypermarket. The grocery store also has a section for electronics and gadgets, so if you're not in the mood to go to appliance and electronics stores at the mall, you may find some of the things you're looking for in here as well. Going by local experience, SM Hypermarket is still more expensive compared to buying in wet markets. But what this supermarket offers is ease, accessibility, and convenience, which can win over any person who wants to have an easier time shopping. Since SM Hypermarket is located inside SM North EDSA, which is one of the biggest malls in the Philippines, there are plenty of other things to do if you decide to eat after your grocery trip or shop for some clothes or furniture. It's usually during the weekends in the afternoon that the malls are crowded here, so be sure to take note of this if you prefer not to mingle with crowds. So that's all for today's video. We've had a tour of what a typical supermarket at the shopping mall looks like, plus how much some of the products cost, so you can have an idea of how much you'll be spending on groceries when planning your trip here in the Philippines. If you have more questions, especially about staying here in the country, you can comment them down below and we'll answer them as best as we can. Or better yet, we'll make a video detailing how to solve that problem. For more information on how to book your trip and how to plan your long-term stay here in the Philippines, you can subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Once again, this is Isabella and I'll see you guys in the next videos.